So basically, we're looking at all the Tuesday streams now just for more Chronojet information. But they do reveal a lot of cards on Tuesday as well, so we might as well just go through all of them at the same time. So if you want the Chronojet stuff, it's at the end. Then they make you watch it, right? Or you can skip it. It's up to you. It's up to you. But, you know, some of the new cards here, let's quickly take a look at them. So we've got Blitz Mechanic Start, Act Rearguard Circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost Counterblast 1 and put a Heavy Strike Cannon Fortress Freischütz from your order zone into drop and retire this unit. Jumps a 1 Mobile Fortress of Obliteration Freischütz maximum from your hand and put it into your order zone. So this one just allows you to turbo out your maximum kind of shooty boy, the big product that normally will take like, will normally require you to like persona ride and call out. But this is like a neg. This is actually a pretty big neg, right? So you CB1 and then you would pop your one in the order zone and then retire this unit and then call one from the hand. So I don't know, I feel like it might be a bit too much, but then again, getting an extra attack early can be pretty good. So that's pretty cool, right? Second card that we got for the Blitz stuff. Blitz Engineer Hoflier. So auto when this unit is placed on the Rearguard Circle, if you did not operate a product this turn, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. So you can just do that. You can just operate something enough to, I think operate is kind of limited behind the Vanguard attack, was it? So this kind of lets you do the first operate and then maybe you do the Vanguard attack and that's the second operate. So you get to do like 2 things, I guess. And then second effect is can't during your turn. If you operate a product this turn, this unit gets power plus 5,000. So just a nice, well, this guy's actually AK. So power wise, he's pretty crap. All right. Next we have is some lyrical stuff. They released a new ride line. So this is the Medial ride line. So this is just the starter. Then the grade 1 is Sheltered Girl of the Pharmacy Medial. And auto, when this unit is rode upon by a grade 2 with Medial in its card name, choose up to 1 grade 2 or less card from your drop and call it to the Rearguard Circle. If you call the card, reveal the top card of your deck, and if it is a trigger unit, rest the unit called by this effect. So I guess you get a free card and you might be able to attack with it unless you reveal a trigger unit. So you actually don't do anything with the reveal card. It stays at the top. So if you see a crit, right, sure, like you don't get to, you rest the guy, but then you get a crit. So that could be pretty good. That could be pretty good. Then this grade 2 here is Making Smiles Bloom Medial. So auto, when this unit is rode upon by grade 3 with Medial in its card name, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, put it on top of your deck and discard the rest. So this is kind of cool. It lets you stack the top deck, and if we looked at the grade 1, it does require you to like hit specific cards. But if you hit, like, if you see an over trigger, you stack that at the top and win the game. Right, pretty good. And then the grade 3 Medial is the key one. So act Vanguard Circle once per turn, cost Counterblast 2. Yeah, reveal the top card of your deck and perform one of the effects below, depending on the card's type. So if you revealed a normal unit, put that revealed card into your hand, choose a card from your drop and call it to the Rearguard Circle, and that called unit gets critical +1 until the end of turn. So you basically get to +2 if it's a normal unit, but if it's a trigger unit, you countercharge 1, choose a card from your drop, and you call it to the Rearguard Circle. So I feel like you'd always want it to be a trigger unit, right? Well, no, I guess, yeah, the first one adds it to your hand, the second one like minuses a counterblast from this effect, but you still get to call. But then you know there's a trigger there, so you can confirm like crits, fronts, anything like that. So yeah, I don't know. I think, I guess it depends on the situation, right? If you just rode to grade 3 first, you probably want a normal unit just to get a full field very easily and get advantage. But then later on, you just want triggers. You just want to get more triggers. So that's cool. But Counterblast 2 really sucks, right? Counterblast 2 is really bad. But then we have this card. So Meddlesome Wellness Committee, Phyllis. So act Rearguard Circle once per turn, cost Soul Blast 2, choose one of your grade 3 or greater Vanguards with Medial in its card name, and until the end of turn, it gets +5,000, and the cost of that unit's original act ability becomes Counterblast 1. So, you know, now when you reveal a trigger, you basically get a free cost, runs a cost, right? And then the second effect is Rearguard Circle. When your other unit is placed on the Rearguard Circle from drop, this unit gets power +5,000 until the end of turn. So it becomes a 30k boost. So that's pretty cool. overall, I think the card is pretty bad because you have to Soul Blast 2, and Soul Blast 2 is... That's a really heavy cost. Soul Blasting is a really heavy cost, and the fact that you need this card to turn your Vanguard into a CB from CB2 to CB1 just makes it so much more clunky. So personally, I think with this this kind of combo so far is really bad. Well, not really bad, it's just not good. Right? It's not good. I would just rather play another deck at this point. But it's okay. We have another card that is revealed, and this is Dealey Flowers Alice. So Con Regard Circle, during the battle that this unit attacked a grade 3 or greater unit, this unit gets power plus 5,000, so it becomes 15k, right? And then the second effect is auto when this unit is placed on Regard Circle from drop by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Medial in its card name, this unit gets auto Regard Circle at the end of the battle your Vanguard attacked, Soul Blast 1 and stand this unit. Okay, so now we get to multi-attack with this, but I still think the deck is pretty average, mid-tier, low mid-tier, below average. Let's think about it this way. You're Soul Blasting 2 to minimize the effect of Medial's skill, and then you're Soul Blasting 1 to stand this card, and this card can only be only gets this effect when you call from the drop zone. So this is like a 3-card combo that all uses Soul. So yeah, where's your Soul? Where's your Soul coming from? Right? Where's your Soul coming from? I don't see it. I don't see it, right? So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Did I just forget that Lyrical Monasterio just freely soul charges every turn and gains 1 billion soul? I don't think it's enough, right? I don't think it's enough. Remember when Felty Rosa had soul problems? This is pretty much that. So yeah, so far not a cool, like I get like the card itself, like the ride line was okay, right? Get free cards, like a top card check. It's like Hexa Orb, and the rest of its support so far just feels like Clunk Central, right? Anyway, let's move on to the kind of cool stuff. So they showed us, well, I guess this is kind of cool, right? These are the LSRs. So yeah, if you like LSRs, good luck. Anyway, yeah, let's move on to the Chronojet stuff. So we have the Chronojet. Here it is. So let's kind of look at the stuff they showed today. So here they gave us a card list, all right? And I guess you guys probably don't know what any of these cards are, but we've got, the key thing here is that we have some healed, these are just generic heal, crits, fronts, and stuff like that. Anything special. And then we get a over trigger that is actually just the Dark States over trigger. So if you look at the column on the right, basically, if it's red, it means it's new. If it's not red, it means it's not new. It's kind of like a reprint. But yeah, we are getting this Dark States over trigger in the deck itself. So this deck is pretty much good to go. Right, you pretty much just have to probably change some of these fronts to more crits. That's pretty much it. Right. But then we look at the name. We got Chronojet Dragon at 4 of. Then we got Balif at 3. Then we have a Smokier Dragon at 1. So, 1? Right, isn't that pretty key? Then we got Upstream Dragon at 4. Yo, Upstream Dragon. And then we got Steam Fighter Argandia. And this one is at 4. I actually don't know what this card is. Doesn't really ring a bell. Then we got Mesa Gear Dragon at 1. So these used to be like the 10k and the 1k vanillas, and these are coming at 1. So it's a bit iffy on what they actually are. Hopefully they're not just vanillas anymore, right? Then we got Steam Made and Arlim. So that was our PG, and then we have Steam Breath Dragon at 4. So that was our Stride Frother from before. And then we got more grade ones. This is Gear Zero. Kind of don't remember that. And then we got Steam Scale GG. So this GG we know. GG we know. And then we got a Chronodran at 1. But yeah, I guess like the question is, well, for the strides of Chrono Dragon next stage, and then we've got Fate Rider Dragon as the second G unit. So these are both at 4. So I guess the key question is, where's Melon? We have Upstream Dragon, but there's no Melon. We don't have Metallica Phoenix, right? So that's kind of interesting. And then we got this weird question mark that is in green. Now, my prediction is that the green means it's a Heal Guardian, or not a G Guardian. It's a G Guardian or Heal Guardian, and it's probably going to be Uluru, right? Because I don't see how you can make a Gear Chronicle deck and not include one of the most iconic cards that is usually a part Geek because this is not Uluru, right? This heal trigger is not Uluru, but you know, Uluru kind of evolved into a G Guardian like from before, right? She became a G Guardian, and I mean, let's think about it this way: when we think about strides are red, but G Guardians are green, and this is green, and they've included only one copy. So I have a sneaking suspicion it could be Uluru, right? And look, if they're introducing G Guardians into this, all the better, right? All the better. But this also does mean that since you only get one copy of this last card, does this mean we have to buy multiple sets of this deck just to get more copies? Because remember, you can put 16 cards in your G Zone. Right? You can actually put 16 cards. So yeah, if we need to buy like X copies of this deck just to fill this last slot, that would kind of suck. That won't be great. But then on the bright side, if you bought 4 copies, you get 4 copies of this and 4 copies of Smokier Dragon and Mazer Gear Dragon. So hey, maybe. Yeah, no, I think I don't think that'll be cool. They also showed off art for Steamman Arlem, right? Look, she is. Her effect is still a Sentinel. She is basically the same as the other generic Sentinels in D, right? She just gets the D effect, and that's pretty much it. But she looks pretty cool, right? She looks pretty cool. And that is all they revealed this week. So yeah, I guess the question is, are we getting G Guardians in D? I think it is. I think it is. Let me know in the comments if you think it is or not, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.